Bardstown residents, of course, have been waiting for years for this trial, many on the edge of their seats waiting for a verdict to come through.
Trial number one of two to come in this case. That's where we find Alexandra Goldberg and senior photojournalist Alyssa Newton right now. They're in Bardstown. And Alexandra, you were there at the beginning of the week talking to folks. Now trial number one has ended with a guilty verdict across the board and 17 years in prison, the sentencing recommendation. Is there relief in Bardstown?
Doug, Connie, relief is the exact word I'm hearing from Bardstown residents. Just before we went on air at 4 p.m., I interviewed a woman named Katie Marks. She's been following the case for 10 years. And as the verdicts came in, she was actually walking away from the interview, but she had texted me that she was relieved. Her initial reaction, she said that Tommy's walk has continued on all these years, and finally there's some justice. And this is a sentiment that we heard all across town today. Take a listen.
What's going on, man?
This is no typical Friday morning for Bardstown native Jimmy Gartland.
Just put 100 on it. How about that? Okay. And this week has been quite interesting. I mean, things are popping up left, right, and crooked.
He's been waiting for a verdict since 2015. This week, Steve Lawson, one of the 3 men charged in the disappearance of Crystal Rogers, tried in front of a jury in Bowling Green for conspiracy to commit murder and tampering with evidence.
If he gets convicted, you know, guilty of all counts or whatever, and at least they're 1/3 there to getting it behind us.
Bombshells in the Warren County courtroom, taking those following the trial by surprise.
Phone calls from jail.
Evidence brought forward Thursday, recorded calls between Steve Lawson and his mother discussing Rogers' disappearance.
Why would you talk about it on a phone service? It's going to be tapped.
Bardstown residents Roger and Bobby Markham agree.
Well, I was encouraged about the phone calls. I thought those were very incriminating from the jailhouse.
Residents looking ahead to next month when the alleged co-conspirators Brooks Houck and Joseph Lawson take their turn in front of a jury. Houck is the only one charged with murder.
If I was those two, I'd be really nervous.
I think if they find him guilty, I think it's going to start like a domino effect, and hopefully it'll go all the way down, and they'll get the rest of them too.
Speculating there's a lot more to be uncovered in Bardstown. More murders, including Crystal's father, Tommy Ballard, and a Bardstown police officer, Jason Ellis, still unsolved.
I hope they get to the bottom of all of it, not just Crystal, but Tommy and Jason as well, because their families need closure.
You know, at the end of the day, we need to get this cloud, you know, cleared up so we all can move on and say, hey, you know, at least they got the answers they needed and some closure to the case.
To give you a little bit of context of where I'm standing in front of right now, this is the Nelson County Justice Center. Bardstown residents say that there's no way a fair trial could have taken place here because everyone knows the name Crystal Rogers, and most of the community is standing behind Crystal Rogers and the Ballard family. We'll have all new reaction here at 6. Stay tuned. Live in Bardstown, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS 11 on your side.